Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're watching this. I really appreciate you stopping by. Listen, why did no one tell me this? Why did no one tell me this? I do a parenting talk in which I present some research, some really useful research about talent development and parent engagement. I recently did it at Wells Cathedral School. I had a brilliant evening, great bunch of parents. And afterwards, I got to spend some time with some friends of mine who also came to see my talk. And over a pint, my mate Dave said to me, "Rich, hope you don't mind me saying," after they'd given me lots of encouragement, I hasten to add, that there are a couple of words in your PowerPoint that I think were wrong. Now, I'm dyslexic, and that is highly likely. But I was like, I'm pretty sure there aren't, Dave, because the core bit of that PowerPoint I have used 60, 70 times now. So I was thinking, surely somebody must have pointed out a couple of spelling mistakes by now. And I'd never like to use the "I'm a dyslexic" as an excuse, although it's my reality. I married an English teacher to make sure that my spellings were correct, although she's never seen me do that talk. Unbelievable. No wonder she's shocking sports parent. Actually, she's not, I'm joking. But for me, when we look back through my PowerPoint that night, after we'd been to the pub, we found like two words that really looked fairly similar to the words I meant, but actually totally changed the meaning. And you know, the total irony is that tweets about that research have gone out on Twitter, and the actual authors of the research got in touch with me to say, "Oh, you didn't reference it very well," which actually I did. It was a little bit petty, but they didn't point out that I wasn't actually using the words from their actual research and had accidentally done a typo and mischanged it. And for me, this whole kind of thing just reminds me that, we've got to get good at having tough conversations with people. I know that there would have been people for whom they get spelling and grammar, they'd have seen that PowerPoint presentation. And okay, it was kind of them to go, "Oh, it doesn't matter, he's a good guy." Hopefully they were thinking he's a good guy. But why hasn't somebody told me that? A lot of my mates in the sports world have seen that presentation. Why has nobody turned around and gone, "Rich, there's a couple of typos in there, mate, that really changed the meaning at that point"? And for me, when I think about my kids, I'm like, I want my kids to be able to be like Dave. Kids be like Dave, to have kind but awkward conversations, to be able to say, is that right? Is that really how we're going to kind of manage things here? And do it with kindness and curiosity, but actually to have the courage to have tough conversations in all relationships so that we just get better each other and get better. I know that if my kids are going to carry on excelling in the sports world and in life and in all areas of life, if they're going to develop their potential, to hone this kind of competitive edge, to see them thrive and to take the gifts of sport, one of those main things is how they interact with other people. And part of interacting with other people is being a real encourager, is being a leader, but it's also having the courage just to point out where things aren't quite right. Maybe those spelling mistakes weren't that important and that's why people left it. But it does amuse me how many people have seen that PowerPoint display and it's wrong. Well, it's not wrong anymore because of my mate Dave. Listen, have a great day. Nurturing potential, but try and help our kids think about ways in which they can have those honest conversations about themselves and others in ways that are gracious, in ways that draw out growth. But if our kids are going to excel in whatever field or sport they're going to excel in, being able to have a difficult conversation well is a skill that requires courage and requires practice, and home is the perfect place to practice that potential. Have an epic day. If you've enjoyed this or find it helpful, whack a comment in the comments box. If in the comments area I've made spelling mistakes, please let me know. I'm not going to put any deliberately in. Why not hit subscribe? I'd really appreciate that, and I do appreciate you being here. Have an epic day. You got any questions? Drop me a buzz. Cheers. Bye.